When does the maturity level start? 'Cause it's clearly not in the 20s. Maturity is a weird thing. My ex-wife at 33 went backwards. Became an addict and started acting like a 12-year-old. While I grew up. I think each person grows at the pace they can. Sorry, that's prob not the answer you want, but it's true. Sorry, but maturity has nothing to do with age. Some people grow up and others just grow old. It depends on the person. Each person has a different pace when it comes to maturity. People usually act immature at an age where it's not acceptable because they have been dependent all their life and have never suffered the consequences of their actions. This guy isn't just immature, but a guy that likes to get people's hopes up for nothing. He likes to make people feel bad so that he feels like he has power. Personally, I don't think that situation has anything to do with age. Some people are just a-holes. Don't think that you need to look for someone older to get respected. There's plenty of guys that are willing to do that your own age. It is immature. However, I would bet that someone like you mentioned will never be perceived as mature for their age. Steer clear of people who aren't willing to see you as an equal to them. Find someone who will do the things that make you feel wanted, needed, and attractive. If that's not happening, and you have given those things to him, move on. You very well may have been given an out and dodged a poor experience in a relationship if he was so easily able to treat you as he did. There's no age for it, unfortunately. Some will be mature at 19, others won't be mature at 35. Yeah, there's no set age for maturity, especially for men, but the older the guy, generally speaking, the more mature he is. Men in their 20s now still figuring things out. An older man, more than likely been through the ringer, is looking for a serious relationship. I know older men not your cup of tea, but y'all probably have better luck there. Hate to say it, but maturity has absolutely nothing to do with age. I have known plenty of people who are still very immature into 30s and even older. And yet I have also known people in their 20s and sometimes younger who would be considered mature. There is an old saying stating an old soul in a young body. The same thing happened to me, and that dude was in his late 20s. I was in a toxic situationship with a 27-year-old as well. My fiancé is 35 and has been the most consistent, most respectful and loving partner. I know there are some guys in their 20s who are mature, but I haven't met them in the dating world. Unfortunately, a lot of guys stay immature in their 30s. I might do this out of anxiety. It's really hard to meet a new person for the first time. I try, but my mind tell me to run away. I did things like this many times. I've had a woman in her 40s and her friends ditch me after consoling her about her mother-daughter issues. Maturity is not age-bound. Late 20s is typically the earliest most guys start, unfortunately, but even then it can be pretty sketchy. Best thing IMO is to be open to meeting people, but focus on the other aspects of your life.